Coming up is the third episode of the series Know the Name MS Dhoni. You're listening to Atomic Cricket Podcast. I'm Chirunandan Srinath. Joining me is Vijay Lokapally sir and Maitreya. The third episode will be MS Dhoni's match saving 76 not out in a test match. So yeah, it was versus England in Lord's Stadium that denied his match saving 76 denied England a victory. But sir, not only his efforts did save the test match, but also the rain that resulted in the draw test match. When Dhoni hits, even nature responds.
Yes, yes. It was why this innings is special because it shows Dhoni in a very different mold, or if one can say that. He is generally known as somebody who hits the ball very hard, who likes to play very fast, who believes in hitting only sixes, and that's the game he has. He's a champion one-day player, but that doesn't mean that you can say Dhoni is found wanting in Test cricket because that is the format which he loved the most. He was known to play long innings. He was known to finish matches on his own because, like I said, he loved to create such situations. But here, he was not trying to win the game. He was trying to save the game. And you just see how beautifully he adapted. He showed the other side of his cricket, where he was when the situation wanted him to completely alter his style. He did it, and he stood at the pitch, blocking the deliveries, and also farming the strike, keeping his partner away from facing the bowlers as much as he could, and in the process, he also had to ensure that he didn't lose his wicket because if you see, this was the first Test match at a very iconic cricket ground, and the very fact that his innings saved the game enabled India to go and raise its performance in the next two Test matches, where it won a Test match and then it drew another Test match to win the series 1-0, primarily because the innings that Dhoni played at Lord's, where he ensured that India did not lose. It was down to one wicket. All England needed was just a wicket. And then rain in the distance. He knew that if he hung in along with his partner, there was every possibility that rain could come and delay. And ultimately, it happened. The light was very bad, and it was to Dhoni's credit. The entire team had come out in the balcony to watch Dhoni come out, return undefeated, and that is what he did. And once again, the discipline which marked his innings was something which must have made his fans love him all the more. He may not have won the game, but the draw which he ensured was, I think, as good as a victory.
Yes, sir. So now we will talk about the match summary. So in the test match it was, and England had won the toss and opted to bat, and they put up 298 in the first innings, and India in response hit 201. And then again in the second innings, England hit 201 runs, and India in response hit 282 for 9, and the match was drawn. So Kevin Peterson was declared the man of the match, but the person who saved the match, who saved the day, was MS Dhoni, and he played many strokes. He got the runs on the board and was very careful. He played a really careful innings, and then the way he played, it was like he was telling like to the England players, "You don't win, don't worry. I won't allow you to win." That was his approach that match. So tell us about how MS Dhoni's that innings was, and tell about how he approached the game carefully and how he saw that India didn't lose the match.
Yeah, in fact, of course, because we are doing the Dhoni series, uh, his innings we have spoken a lot, but there was a masterclass from Kevin Peterson in that match. I mean, the 100 which he scored, much against odds, there was criticism going on against him. So, if you see the video, if you go and visit the match, you will see Peterson's reaction. I mean, he was very aggressive when he got to the 100, the way he reacted, the way he was pumping air. So it showed as if, there was something in his heart which he really wanted to let go. And it came in the form of 100. And again, a very beautiful 100 because it had some astounding and outstanding both shots which came from his bat. The way he dominated a very strong Indian bowling lineup was again to be appreciated. So from there, if you remember, Maitreya, the target was 380, right? So target was very strict. India was not never going to go for the runs because um, one, time was a factor, and also the fact that it was a very stiff target. 380 by any yardstick for any team was going to be difficult. And then in the process, they lost 3 wickets. I mean, it became, I've written down here, 84 for 3, in which Dravid was gone and Tendulkar was gone. So your mainstay, batting mainstay, had gotten out, and it was bound to Dinesh Karthik, who was there as a batsman. They played him as a batsman. So he had a half century to his credit. But it boiled down to what? When Saurav got out some 140 odd, when Saurav was gone. And there at that stage, it looked as if England was going to wind it up because India's the cream of India's batting was gone. And it was only left to Dhoni, who had Lakshman to give him company. But then Lakshman also went. So what? I mean, when Lakshman got out, it was 231 for 6. And then Kumble also got out quickly, 247 for 7. So the focus, the onus was now on Dhoni. How was he going to save the game for India? Because even if he played his attacking game, he still had to ensure that there was not a false shot which would have cost the wicket, because then he himself wouldn't have pardoned himself for a poor shot if he had to be playing. But he did not, for India's sake. They lost Zahir Khan, then they lost R.P. Singh, I remember. So it came down to what, 260, I think 260 odd for 9. And with Dhoni alone fighting. I mean, right through Dhoni, if you see, people have talked about his stroke play, but he showed his excellent defense in that innings. He was so methodical in the way he was tackling the bowlers, and he was also using very minimal footwork, because that was the focus was on survival. So often he was just playing from stance position, playing from the crease, not wanting to step out or come out, which is his natural game. It was good to see such a very different innings from Dhoni, and it once again showed that he had matured, and his place in the team was secure. I mean, Indian cricket could not do without Dhoni.